Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, and right now, if you can't tell, I don't have any eye makeup on. I just have my face makeup and it looks a little bit strange, but we're gonna fix that because today's video is going to be a get ready with me and then a review of the Lorac Pro I Love Brunch palette. So in the get ready with me, I'm going to be using these. This is the first time that I'm going to be actually fully using this palette. I haven't really played around with it yet, so I'm excited to do that today. And then afterwards, I'm going to give you guys a quick little review and my thoughts on the palette. This is what it looks like if you don't know. It's just a bunch of really pretty, they're just really pretty pastel shades. They all have really cool, like, fun, cute names that go along with, like, brunch, like eggs benny, pancakes, avocado toast, which is this really stunning, like, teal color right here. But it's really pretty. I'm excited to use it, so let's get started. Okay, first I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This actually comes with the palette in like a little value pack thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this as my eyeshadow primer. Okay, so I just put the primer on and it's not super tacky, which could be a good thing and a bad thing because eyeshadow primers that are usually a little bit tacky tend to work a little bit better because the shadows stick onto them. But this does seem comfortable. I can't even tell I'm wearing it, so I don't know. We'll see how long wearing it is. It doesn't really claim to be long wearing or anything like that, but we'll see. Okay, so now it is time to whip out the palette and get playing around. I don't know what I'm going to do. Obviously something colorful because, well, yeah. But I think you could do some pretty neutral looks with this too. Some like minimal, like neutral peachy looks. But for the sake of trying it out for the first time, sorry, you can see like the flare from the mirror. For the sake of trying it out for the first time and testing it out, I'm going to try to use some of the brighter colors. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to play around with pink and orange, maybe a little bit yellow. I'm going to start off by taking the color Jelly Donut, which is just this light pink. This is a matte shade, and I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. Woo! There is a lot of fallout. So far, I'm noticing there is a lot of fallout from the shadow. If I just like dip it in, there's like a bunch of powder all over the place, so you have to like brush it off a few times. So far, I'm noticing there is a lot of fallout from the shadow. If I just like dip it in, there's like a bunch of powder all over the place, so you have to like brush it off a few times. For my transition shade, I'm going to take this orange color right here in the shade Hot Sauce, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. For this, I'm using a Risque Beauty double-ended little shader brush, I guess. You know what? No. I'm actually, for the brush, I'm going to just use the double-ended Lorac brush that it came with because I want to see how that works. You know what? No. I'm actually, for the brush, I'm going to just use the double-ended Lorac brush that it came with because I want to see how that works. I'm going to take this color right here, which is in the shade Bloody Mary, and it's more of a peachy orange, and this one is shimmery. So this is what I'm going to use for my outer corner color. I'm still using the Lorac double-ended brush, but I think I'm going to use this littler side to pack it a little bit more. Something that I'm noticing is the color is not extremely pigmented, but I think that's something that's probably really hard to do in a lab when you're making like pastels. But I don't know, I think it could be a lot better, honestly. But if you do wet your brush, the colors are a little bit more pigmented. Make it look a little more, give some more depth to it, because right now I kind of just look like I have like pink eye. But I'm going to take the color Sorbet, which is just like a mauve color, a warm mauve color, and I'm just going to run that in my outer corner and transition just to like deepen it up and give it a little bit more depth. A skinnier brush, I'm going to take that same Sorbet color and just run that on my lower lash line. Go in with the Hot Sauce orange shade that we use in the transition and do that from starting in the middle of my eye to the outer part of my lower lash line. And then lastly, for the lower lash line, the Bloody Mary color in the outer part. Okay, so now I need to do something in the middle of my eyelid because that is pretty much bare besides that jelly donut color that we put on like in the very beginning. But I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a really gorgeous buttercream yellow, and it is in the color Moonlight. And I'm going to take just a flat brush and pack that on my lid. I'm definitely going to have to wet my brush, and we'll see. For my inner corner, I'm going to use the white like highlight shade, which is called Gluten Free. And I'm just going to use that as my inner corner highlight. I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner. I think I'm going to do brown eyeliner for this look because I think black might be a little too harsh. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some brown eyeliner and curl my lashes and add mascara, and I'll be right back. So to finish everything off, I'm going to do my lips. I'm taking the Tartiest lip paint, I think it's called. Yeah, lip paint. This doesn't have a name on it, but it's just a really like toned down pinkish nude. And then over top of that, to add some shine, I'm using the Estee Lauder, what's it called? Estee Lauder Pure Color Gloss in the shade Wired Copper, and this is just a really shimmery, glittery, kind of orangey toned gloss. So. Okay, so that's it for the look. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think and what my first impressions are on this palette. I actually really do like the look that I created. I'm not sure if it's really picking up that well on camera, but I'll put in some pictures or something so you can see. But I actually like the look. I think it's really pretty. It is more pigmented than I thought when I was applying it, just because I think wetting my brush actually helped. But I think it could be brighter. But, well, on the other hand, I don't wear bright colors. So for me, this is perfect. If you're someone who doesn't really like to wear bright colors and you want to venture into the world of kind of playing with some colored shadows, I think this is really great because it's more pastel and not super bright in your face. But if you are a makeup artist or something and you want to do some bright colors, I'm not sure if this is the best because it is pastels. But that said, I like it. I think it's really cute. Like I said, there is a lot of fallout. That doesn't bother me too much. You just have to like blow on the palette all the time. But that doesn't bother me too much. Overall, I think I like it. I'm not sure. I think the price is pretty heavy. This was either $44 or $47. I'll put the actual price right here. And that came with the primer, so it's a little heavy. I don't know. I'm really stuck on this one, you guys. I think I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, or if you have it, what you think about the palette. So, I will come in maybe in a later favorites video or something and give you guys an update about what I think about the palette once I play around with some of the other colors, and just give you an update and see if I like it or not. But also let me know if you want to see a different look, like a makeup tutorial using some of the other shades, like maybe some of the blues or purples. That'd be fun. But yeah, so I guess that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell to get notifications every single time that I upload. You guys know the drill by now. I'm sure everyone is saying that, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.